going to talk about the lilies. We have basically two lilies here, two kinds. This is the Asiatic lily. You'll see it has orange in color, and it has some pollen in the center. And then we're going to talk about the stargazer lily. And you'll see the stargazer lily is much larger. It's a little more durable, but it does have more pollen in the center. I'm going to show you how to remove the pollen, which commonly gives people sneezes. What I want to do is talk about the stargazer lily. Here's the stargazer lily. As you'll see in the center, there's little pollen stamens. What I want to do is take those out, and it's very simple. Most of the time when you receive flowers from Floral Essence, the pollen will already be out. However, you may get a lily that's not open yet. When you receive the flowers, we weren't able to get the pollen out because the blossom wasn't open. Later, a couple days later, it will open to this, to look like this. So, all you need to do is reach in and take out the pollen. Looks like this. And discard it. There typically are 6 pollen stamens. You will take those out and just discard them, throw them away. And that'll prevent anyone from in the house from sneezing. They do have a unpleasant smell when they are ripe, so you just go ahead and get rid of them. Occasionally you'll receive a bloom that has some pollen on it, and I wanted to show you how to get rid of pollen if there's some ripe pollen that has fallen on the petals. What you will do is take a pipe cleaner, just a typical pipe cleaner, any color will do, and you're just going to wipe gently on the pollen. You may have had plants that you got at Easter, and they, once the pollen ripened, it did get pollen all over. You don't want to get pollen on your petals as much as possible. They do stain. They will stain your clothing. So what you want to do is go ahead and just take all that pollen off and just gently go along the edges. Go along any places that you see where there might be pollen on your bloom. Now the Asiatic lily is the same. There's pollen stamens in the middle. And the same thing, we just want to pull those all off. And this one is a little more ripe than the other one. So we're just going to pull those off. And then we're going to look and see, did any of the pollen fall on the leaves? Yeah, a little bit. So let's take this and we're just going to clean it up a little bit. Make sure that there's no pollen on our fingers. Like I said, it'll stain your clothing.